Hello, hello. Good evening. I just came across this story. Ricky Gervais donated £2.5 million to animal charities just towards the end of last year. This story from the BBC is the 10th of December 2025. It says comedian Ricky Gervais has donated almost £2.5 million to a group of animal charities from the proceeds of his recent stand-up tour. The 22 charities to benefit include 2 from Kent, Florey's Friends Animal Rescue in Chartham Hatch and Retreat Animal Rescue in High Halden, and 1 in West Sussex. Hey, that's where I'm from. Safe Haven for Donkeys in Haywards Heath. Oh, that's very near where I'm from. The 64-year-old said the donations were to celebrate the spirit of Christmas. Florey's Friends Rescue in Chartham Hatch. So there's 22 charities in total. 4 charities receive 150,000, 17 will receive 100,000, and the remaining 132,000 will be donated to Nowzad, which is based in Bradnich near Exeter and delivers animal welfare in Afghanistan and Ukraine. What a beast. What a hero. I really like Ricky Gervais. In general, and it's kind of bonus that he's also like a based ass vegan 2.0. I mean, a lot of these are not, these are not animal charity evaluated recommended charities, but nevertheless, very admirable donations here. And he's just done Romesh Ranganathan's show, who is also vegan. I say also, I'm pretty sure Ricky Gervais is vegan, right? He certainly acts like one. Well, they talk about it in this show. So I thought I'd do a bit of a low effort stream. Watch this, and I guess at about the half an hour mark, they talk about donating to animal charities, veganism and health. But I think I'm just going to start watching from the start.
I want to get super deep, man. I'd love one or both of us to cry. Yeah. That would really.
I can cry easily.
Can you?
Yeah.
Can you?
Yeah.
No, genuinely, can you?
Well, I'm acting. Yeah, I don't just get. I don't make myself upset for no reason. Jane, what? I think I'm going to be depressed at the minute. Why? Just to show you I can do it.
No, but when you. No, but when you cry, if you cry on a thing,
yeah,
is the way that you do it to get actually sad?
I don't know. I don't know what way round it is, because I can do it and I can think about it and I know it's coming and I can get there. There must be something real about it. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because when I've done it and it's sort of justified, it's a sad scene, right? Yeah. I can only do it once.
Oh, really? Yeah.
So there is something about you sort of feel better and now you're faking it. So there must be
How are we doing, guys? Good to see a few of you tonight.
Something real about when you first do it, and the tears come, so your body doesn't know. That's still what that.
I feel like Ricky's got more hair than he used to have. Am I crazy? His hair's growing back.
That's work.
Hey, boss man, how's it going? Nice to see you.
So there's something real physiologically about it. I don't quite understand it, because I'll be crying, and I'll go cut. Anyway, okay, let's do that again. So it's not real in that sense, but you fool your brain and body, I suppose.
Well, I mean, look, about I don't know, halfway through this, if you could turn that on, it would make it.
Yeah, okay,
it would really make this such a sick episode.
Isn't it sort of to do with your diaphragm or something? It's almost like hiccuping, right? When you cry, it's a certain type of breathing or something that I guess you get into the zone, the sort of physiological state of crying, even if not the emotional state. Oh, you watched this the other day? Nice. Yeah, he just donated $2.5 million to a bunch of animal charities. I just found this out. I guess this happened about a month ago. But what a beast! I don't know if I've ever seen celebrity donation this large to animal charities all in one go. Bear in mind that the total budget for the farmed animal movement, well, this is farmed animal movement, right? These are not necessarily all farmed animals. Although I think a lot of them are, right? This is a rescue, retreat animal rescue. They're not exactly vegan 2.0 charities, but they're farmed animal charities. Bear in mind the whole farmed animal movement's annual budget is $300 million. This is literally 1% of that in one go. I can't believe this passed me by. This happened like a month ago.
Yeah, just mention my donation. I go, oh, don't bring that up, Romesh. Don't, you bastard. You fucking bastard. I told you not to tell anyone. Retweet. I'm Ricky Gervais, and I'm on the Romesh Ranganathan show.
Oh, shut up, Romesh.
Okay, my guest today is a BAFTA, Emmy, Golden Globe, Rose d'Or winning actor, writer, director, one of the most successful comedians on the planet, was a pioneer of the podcast age, co-created the era-defining sitcoms The Office and Extras. He subsequently created the hit comedy dramas Derek and Afterlife.
I'm genuinely a massive Ricky Gervais fan, even aside from the animal stuff. I guess even more so for the animal stuff than for all of the comedy that I've known and loved him for. What a bonus. Like, he's one of my favourite celebrities, and he's vegan 2.0. That's so crazy.
His film credits include The Invention of Lying and Cemetery.
Romesh, by the way, I'm pretty sure he's from Crawley, which is next door to where I grew up in Horsham. So I also feel a sense of affinity. Of course, they're both vegan as well.
Junction, which he co-wrote and starred in, and he's done a bit of global record-breaking stand-up. His fourth Netflix special, Mortality, drops on the 30th of December. Give it up for the incredible Ricky Gervais, everybody!
Best intro ever. Thank you.
How are you?
Good. I'm very good.
Congratulations on the special. I've watched it. It's great.
Oh, good. Thank you very much.
I actually haven't watched that yet. Anyone watched Ricky Gervais' new Mortality, it's called? Anyone seen that? I have to check that out.
Cheers.
Is it your well, two things I want to ask you just before we start. One,
is that all?
Yeah. Well,
then
before we start, then we're done. I mean, it depends how long you go on.
Sort of interview.
It depends how long you go on for.
Okay. Yeah. I am quite verbose.
Yeah. I mean,
actually,
there are some interviews where I'm not going to name any names, but you know, I asked one question, which is "How are you?" and then I was a passenger for the rest of it. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
But my first question is, why do you bother to do any promotional PR or podcast or anything like that? Because you don't need to, do you?
It's a good question. Why do I do anything?
Yeah, I mean, that is...
No, that's I wake up in the morning, I go, I've got to do something. I go, well, no, I don't. Why have I said yes to this? Do you know what I mean? I think that every time. And then I think I should do something. I should do something. I'm talking about career, not just promotion of the thing. I'm thinking, why am I doing another tour?
Well, that was going to be my follow-up question, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I love comedy. So that's a gift. I love it. I love doing it. I love mucking around.
So I guess of someone who's a little bit what's the polite way? You know, entering their golden years, or maybe that's too maybe that's doing him dirty. I don't know, but has been very financially successful. It's very difficult to motivate yourself to bloody do anything, I guess, right? Just career-wise. He doesn't have to, he can rest on his laurels. But actually he's not. He did a whole comedy show and donated, I guess this was the money from his comedy show, and donated it to animal charities. So, one inspiration, honestly.
It's like, I'm excited to be here talking to a fellow comedian. I love it. I like mucking around, you know, being stupid, being silly. The work, I like the work. I like honing it. I like every part of it. I don't even mind the promotion if it's like getting the perfect clip and doing the odd interview if it's one-stop shopping. But you're right, I don't have to do it anymore. Netflix has got like, I don't know, 280 million subscribers. They send an email. So nothing can compete with that. Also, with the death of TV, there's nothing to go on that I can't get more views on X.
No, yeah, exactly.
You know,
and also, you know, like you know, to be completely honest, you know, we're talking about your special now. You've got, you know, your specials out on the 30th. But the truth is, this is much better for us than it is for you. You know, in terms of like, you know, it's much better for the podcast that you're on it than you being on the podcast is for you.
and
right?
that's why I'm on it, because you say things like that. That's it's pretty much the clincher.
Yeah, I mean,
It's like I've gone into a school.
yeah.
You know, and they were going, oh, he's off the telly. I go, calm down, kids. I'm just a dude. I'm like, all right. Well, I'm only doing a couple. I'm doing a couple of podcasts. I think you're great. Obviously, I did your radio show. I told you then. I think you are the next. Well, you're already a national treasure, and you're just consolidating it. I don't think you've put a foot wrong.
That's very kind of you to say.
Which is odd, because if you're everywhere, you're everywhere, and I still don't hate you. So you must be.
That's a really good summary of Romesh, isn't it? That is a really good summary of Romesh. He's very, very, very likable. And he is prolific. He does all of the mainstream stuff. I feel like he's been doing for years, Have I Got News For You and stuff like that, right? He's prolific. It was the money raised from beat ticket scalpers, which makes it even better. Oh, really?
So likable or so good.
Yeah, it's
Or
not
both.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, you are, though, because you do things like, I think, oh, why is he doing that? And I go, oh, because he was great. He was great in it. Do you know what I mean?
Thanks,
It's
man. That's
annoying.
really lovely.
I mean, I thought you were going to blow it. Like, first weekend, you were famous. And you didn't. You just kept going. I watched the celebrity, what's 15 to, no, what's it? No, not 15.
Weakest Link.
Weakest Link.
Yeah.
Didn't even know what it was called. just like a fucking granddad on Zoom. Granddad, I'm over here. You're looking out the window. You're looking out the window, right? What's it called? Weakest Link. Yeah. You were great on it. You were just right. You had the etiquette of the time and place. You were, there was a little bit of vinegar, but you in a nice way. You were just perfect. I don't know how much it did. Maybe you said things and you made people cry and they cut it out. I don't know. But
maybe it really is no coincidence that both these guys are vegan and also like so likable, right? It does kind of select for a certain type of empathy and understanding and compassion, you know. I've really been reflecting on this with all of the farm kind discourse, just how high quality the people in the movement are in terms of their intentions and their ability to think and their just kindness, frankly. I've said that a lot. I'm going to keep saying it. It's been you know, it's really a blessing to be part of such a cool movement. And you know, these guys are not necessarily like in the animal movement in a conventional sense, although I guess, you know, Ricky's probably done more than any of us now with this big donation. But yeah, both vegans, both very likable chaps.
you're a safe pair of hands, you
Thanks,
know,
man.
and so that's why I did this. And
Thank you.
but you're right, I don't need to do anything. You know, I love doing this, and it's
Yeah.
fun, and I like podcasting, I like radio, I like talking, you know, I really love talking. But you're right, I don't have to do anything. Why do I do it? There's also a part of me that thinks, particularly with a film, you go, well, they've spent an awful lot of money. You've got to do 100 interviews. That's what they're paying you for. They're paying, anyone could have played that thing you did, right? They're paying you to do 100 interviews. That's what it felt like. That's why, you know, I don't really do that much anyway. I rarely do it. And if I do a film, they usually hire me to be me. So it's fine, but it's,
Yeah.
I look at it as a sort of an extra thing I do now and again, like a hobby.
Yeah.
But, you know, this is my job. I do it because I think, Netflix have paid a lot and I should do something. Also, we don't know whether it works or not, but maybe I should do it anyway because I want it to work. Because I want them to go, oh, that was really good. You got loads of people watching it. We're doing it again. Great. That's why you do it. That's why you want your things to be a success, so you can do them again. I'd be happy doing them and putting them in a drawer. But life's not like that.
No. That would be so good, wouldn't it? If that was the job, that would be so good.
Well, all those things like you do, like that, I love all those things you do, but I don't want to be on telly doing them.
Yeah.
It's like Celebrity Traitor. I'd love to play traitors with all my... I love it. But can we film it? Don't film it. I want to say some pretty horrendous things.
I know. It's ruining the fun of it.
Yeah.
People have to watch it, then tell me what they think about how I did on it.
I know. Well, I used to film myself just being normal, well, what I thought was normal, for DVD extras. But it went out there and people were, well, he's a maniac. I mean, that's me out with my mates. Because they don't usually see people do that.
No.
They don't see George Clooney get Johnny Depp in their headlock. You know what I mean? So, because he doesn't do it, weird if you do it. It's not weird. It's normal to muck around with your mates and insult them and get them in a headlock. It's really normal.
Yeah, it is.
Shave their head when they're asleep. To draw a cock on their cheek. That's normal.
Yeah, that's healthy.
Yeah, them not doing it is weird.
Yeah. So
I get a Clooney. You've never drawn a cock on Johnny Depp's face? No. Weird.
with mortality, like, this is you've done so much stand-up now. Is stand-up the thing that you love the most?
Yes, it is. It's the thing I love. I don't know if it's the thing I love the most, but it's the thing that I love being the biggest part of my career now. When I started out, I was sort of a writer-director, and I wanted to let people know that was the real deal. I didn't want to be a celebrity. I didn't want to do the red carpet. I didn't want to be in stuff I hadn't written. So,
it's mad. Ricky Gervais was worked an office job until he was 40 something, right? When he wrote The Office, he was a very late bloomer in a sense of becoming famous. He's been not famous for most of his life, which is that feels like it's unusual, but I actually don't know. What's the average age of becoming famous for famous people? Who knows?
I tried to convince the world and myself that was my job, writer-director, and I did that. And then stand-up was that'd be nice, that'd be fun. I like stand-up, let's have a go, right? And I think with Humanity, it turned around. With Humanity, I thought, no, I'm a stand-up who now and again writes and directs stuff, because I love this. I was traveling the world. It was, I think it was like the last bastion of free speech. Outside the novel, it's the only thing that there's no filter. You don't need 60 people to create your vision. It's you, and I love that. You can change it every night. And the other thing I liked about stand-up is when you sort of write a sitcom or a movie or anything, right? You write it, you have the idea, you work on it, you rewrite it, you cast it, you get it right, you film it, you direct it, you get it all together, you edit it, and you go, right, that's it, that's the best this can be, put it out there. And that's the end of it. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do about it. It's not yours anymore, right? With stand-up, you do one night, I go, they didn't like that bit, I'm going to lose that bit, or I'm going to change it. And stand-up, the big difference between stand-up and narrative drama or comedy is, I think sitcom can be an art form in a way, but I think stand-up is more like a science, because it either works or it doesn't. They're your algorithm. They choose your best 60 minutes. It's almost out of your hands.
Yeah, you put the stuff out there, and then you get the feedback. And it's almost like you're analysing data, isn't it? Of
and you fight a little bit. You fight a little bit. You go, that was an easy laugh. I'm not doing that. I feel guilty.
Yeah. And then sometimes,
but it's very tempting. It's still tempting.
Oh yeah, when you get a big laugh or something, you go, that was.
Oh, I know. Oh, can I do that? Or should I do that? Oh, what did they fall for then? Did they fall for the rhythm?
Yeah.
And you still go, and then you try and justify it, and then it becomes, you can make things worthy and clever, and some of the times it starts with the most horrendous idea that and it's like, are they going to be able to take that? And you do it, And the challenge for you is making it okay. That is a lovely challenge as well.
I feel like I sort of think when you do when you do your first work in progress,
They're my favourite.
My stuff is so much more brutal because you've just and also I think from being a comic,
You know, I did a 10-minute stand-up set when I was in the first year of my PhD. This was, blimey, probably about 10 years ago. And I had a friend who really helped me to do well in it by giving me the advice of just trying to write like very quickly so that you're getting from the setup to the punchline without too much time for the audience to lose what's going on, basically. And he said try and get like 4 or 5 laughs per minute, which actually is a bloody lot. And most people, when they did it, it was sort of a PhD students do stand-up kind of event. It was all amateur stand-up, basically. And most people, when they did it, they were telling stories that evidently were sort of funny stories in their life. But there was quite a long time to have set up, and it certainly wasn't 4 or 5 laughs per minute. Whereas I was just doing basically set up, punchline, and it was really, well, in my humble opinion, it was, it was good. It was good. And I really owed a lot to my buddy who helped me out with that. That was really, really good advice. If anyone does stand up, like that's what you want to do. Just try and have. It doesn't need to be one-liners, but just like constant rhythm of having people laughing several times per minute. A laugh a minute is slow.
You just become unoffendable, right? Like you just sort of think that this
We've seen it all as well.
Yeah, and you sort of think this
and
is.
We know it's not real.
Yeah.
We know.
Yes.
We don't have to go, I'm only joking.
Yeah, exactly.
You go, that would be offensive, wouldn't it? If you said to me, Rick, I'm only joking, I go, well, I know you're fucking only joking. What, you think I'm an idiot?
So, so then you come up with an idea and you go, and when I'm writing an idea, I go, that's really funny. And then you try it, and then the audience go, oh, we don't, that's too much. And then by the time it gets to tour, you've kind of taken, the audience have helped you take off the rougher edges, right? But when people, what my work in progress is, sometimes somebody will go, that was offensive. I found it quite offensive what you said on the show. You go, you should have seen it when I first did it. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah. And I think...
I don't think Romesh is a particularly edgy comedian, is he? Does he do offensive things like that?
That it's sort of like a coin sorter, isn't it? You don't have to guide them. They do choose your bits, and and it can be for any reason. I've done a thing that I thought it was okay, it was fine, and I did one thing different, and it flew. I did a thing once when I was doing a conversation. Imagine a conversation between Hitler and Nietzsche, right? And it was I won't do it. I can't remember it, but it was how Hitler took Nietzsche the wrong way and did horrendous things, right? And I was doing that, and it was getting a laugh. But it wasn't until Hitler was getting told off that it made it funny. When Nietzsche went, "You've done what? You've killed how many?" And he went, "About 6 million." And then suddenly Hitler's on the back foot, and they're seeing it. That's the other thing as well. You can do. Words are great; they're great, but acting it out elevates it. You get 2 hits for the price of 1. So if I do an observation like polar bears have black noses, which they cover up during a hunt, right? Yeah. I say that, it's quite funny. I then act out the polar bear sneaking up on a penguin and go, and it elevates it because they're seeing it almost.
Well, the other thing that you do, without getting too nerdy about it, is you sort of create a set of rules.
I guess most of this is about comedy until I get to talking about the donations and veganism very briefly at the half-hour mark. I'm really just indulging because I like these two guys, but there you go.
So you'll do
it is going to be somewhat relevant.
A bit. So I don't want to spoil it for people that haven't seen it, but when you talk about The Exorcist, right, and you talk about the punishment, right?
Yeah.
So what you do is you set up the premise of it, and then what you do is you create a set of rules, and then you do almost like it's like you then do a sketch.
Yeah.
It's like you've established the rules of what
I become the victim of the rules.
Yeah, and then you
I've
go,
set
this
them
is
up.
the world.
Yeah.
This is what we're assuming, and this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then you play that out, and
Yeah.
then you sort of have a muck around. It's almost like you've created a little playroom or something like that. Do you know
That's
what I mean?
exactly right. And other people do that. They take their observation to the logical conclusion.
And
I've
then
become absolutely consumed by it. There's no way I am in hell doing that thing, and I'm
Yes.
making the most of it.
No, it's
And
great.
you've only got to be a split second ahead of them. It doesn't have to be that complex, or
No.
Sometimes I have to rush to get to the punchline because they're quite a savvy crowd. They sort of know. I know sort of where he's going here because we've seen him before, type thing.
The worst is when I've done like when you do. I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but when you do a pause before you drop the punchline, and you hear
That's honestly.
somebody says it, it's soul destroying.
Oh, I don't know what to do.
That sucks.
I just think
If I could make people ill through thought, I would. It was that I could. If I could just, my superpower was just giving them. What happened? I don't know. Did you shout? Yeah, I did. Yeah. Oh, that's why. I know.
Yeah.
And I don't get heckled. You know, they shout one thing like every 6 months, and it might be nice. We love you, Ricky. Shut the fuck up. I'm in the middle of a joke. Doesn't matter what it is. I blame all these people putting up clips of heckles and crowd work.
I've got a strong opinion about that because I think like you think about the best stand up, and you think about I think about the things that make me love stand up, and it's these like beautifully crafted bits where if I come and watch you, or you go and watch your favorite comedians. What I want from a comedian.
Distinction there. I come and watch you or one of my favourite comedians.
No, or one of my
I
other,
pick up on everything.
or one of my other
I
favorite,
pick
or
up
one
on
of
the
my
minute
other,
shy.
or one of my other favorite comedians. A lot went through my brain there. I thought I could name
know.
some, but then I thought, would Ricky want to be mentioned in this?
No,
there's a
I
lot-
wouldn't.
No, so that's why
No,
I
I
went
would
for that
prefer
option,
that.
and I still fucked it.
Yeah. So, do people know that with all our bravado and our swagger, and we think we're great and our opinions are right and we're articulate, do they know that underneath we're a bag of nerves?
I don't think so.
They don't, do they?
Because some of the stuff that people say to you about when they've just been to watch you, like when you've just finished, when you've just come off stage, you are skinless and boneless, and you are just nerves, right? Like
Whatever. Someone asks me for my autograph, I'm nervous.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to say the wrong thing here.
Yeah.
I'm going to ruin their photo that they're going to put on eBay for 200 quid. Oh, I must spell my name right.
Yeah.
Like that. That's when I'm nervous. I am, and now I'm nervous because it's being filmed, and people don't realise the anxiety you get when something's forever, and you haven't got final edit, and we're.
I guess when you're famous for being funny, there is a lot of pressure, isn't it? But I've always thought that if your job title is comedian, that must really kind of suck because it's just so much pressure on you to be entertaining, isn't it? And sometimes you must just be like fucking in a bad mood or just like can't be bothered, right?
Yeah. Whereas there I have. I've still got final edit.
Yeah, you're in control of it. And then also like
Sorry.
Like if you're a famous musician, no one's really expecting you to like do a performance at Christmas necessarily, right? Whereas if you're a comedian, you're pretty much expected to constantly have great banter.
You were in the middle of something.
No. But to your point there, like when you do podcasts and stuff like that, I forget often. I just think to myself, we're having a chat. But then somebody else is going to watch this, and then I might say something that you don't find offensive, which you won't.
No.
But then somebody else,
That's
it's quite
true.
tricky.
You can
It's quite
say anything
tricky.
you want, but not to everyone. Everyone's different. But I've got work.
You're best off to be known as a boring twat, and then if you're a little bit amusing, people love it. It's an absolute bonus.
Yes, right. In the end, I didn't care. Like when I started, I didn't care. What I said in an interview, what I said on stuff.
That's my strategy.
Age what I said on podcast. I didn't care. I didn't care what I put on DVD. I just put warts and all. Tell the truth. Just do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
And now I think, they're going to hate that. They're going to be taken the wrong way. Or they're going to think, as you get
think
older.
that?
Well, I think I've lost my nerve a bit, and I have to dig in and go, come on, don't worry about it. Who cares?
Yeah.
I have to remind myself, and I don't know whether that's I've got more to lose now. I don't think it is that. I'm more conscious of bad faith takes. And that's been accentuated in the last few years. Like, I don't think I've done a press interview for like 5 years because I don't trust them. Because it's not about me. I only do things, I want to do it to talk about my film. And half the time, it's about them. Like, journalists try and psychoanalyze you and go, his body language said he was, I don't want to do it. It's not interesting to me or anyone. So that's when I say I've been not lost my. I'm more careful now. I'm more selective. I don't need it anymore. I think I did it before because I needed it and I didn't care. Now I do care. I don't need it.
But with regards to like the crowd work, when you watch yourself, my favourite comedian, and other lessers.
Cut the first bit.
You know when
because they know I made.
But what I want is I want them to open a door to their world and go, have a look around. This is what I think about this. This is what I think about
exactly
this. Right? And that takes for a stand-up to craft that, it takes ages, right?
That's right.
But the problem is with social media is the appetite for it is infinite, right? You've got to be putting clips up all the time.
Yeah.
And so what's the easiest thing to do? You put up crowd work where you go, how long have you been together? He doesn't know. You're not going to get a blowjob tonight, or whatever the fuck it is. Do you know what I mean? And then that's all that's on social media now.
What's weird about that is we all do a bit of that.
Of course, yeah,
but it's the least of it.
Yeah, that's like the bread before the meal, right?
I know. And the thing is, because they know it's an ad lib, you get marked out of more than 10.
Yeah.
So you say anything and you've got the mic. You say anything at all. It can be lame, and they go, he said something. It's like improvised songs. It rhymed. Yeah, but it was shit. It's a shit song. That's not,
Yeah, that's true. Ad-lib comedy is extra impressive. I guess the same because it needs to fit in 60 seconds, right? So if you're doing shorts or reels or whatever, it's you can't really do any longer bits because they just won't fit. Like a lot of stand-up bits you'll have laughs along the way, but it can be a 2 or 3 or 4 minute until the main payoff, and it just doesn't fit. So like the small crowd stuff is easier to do, but it's less good, basically, right?
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's not as good as the real thing. I think I don't know, but and you're right about I want a piece of them. I want to know that comedian absolutely bled their heart out to me, even if they don't mean it. But it's got to seem like that, and it's got to be. I couldn't do that as good. With some comedians, they've got great jokes. There might be puns, there might be one-liners, but it's nearly as good to read them as them do it.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be the middleman. You want to be absolute integral to that plot.
I mean, I think the best bits you can write, in my opinion, are the ones where you go, this wouldn't work from anyone else.
That's right.
Do you know what I mean? Like this bit is, and to be honest with you, I feel like I've very rarely achieved it. But the ideal, the absolute peak,
I think you have, and I think you had that. I think you supported me.
Yes, I did.
And I watched you. I watched your whole set, and I thought he's going to be
Plus, Romesh was like a little bit offended they didn't remember that more clearly.
massive. You strutted around like the coolest teacher in school. You know what I mean? That's a compliment.
Yeah.
And you just,
He was a teacher before being a comedian.
I was really engaged, and I believed everything you said. I knew it was you. I knew it was, I knew you didn't have 5 writers. And I think you sort of have a bit of that from the beginning because it's the way you want to portray yourself. I always wanted to be honest. I always wanted to be real. Do you know what I mean? I always want them to know that I say it too much as well. I say this is true because it's important. It's not funny if it's not true. It's funny because it's true in a way. And I was there, and this is what happened. So I've always wanted to be.
He is looking well, Ricky, isn't he? I feel like he's lost weight. I feel like his hair's grown back. Must be the vegan 2.0.
Bit of that, and I've always wanted to be brave. I think I don't ever want to get any bigger or richer or win more awards.
How could you?
He's the best. He is the fucking best. I would just do this podcast for the rest of my life. This is amazing. Clip that up. Stick it on Insta. Our collab, yeah, boom. Except, babu. Oh no, what's Romesh said now? Right? No, but I do know I can be more honest. I do know I can be more. I can dig deeper, and that's hard. That's hard because
really hard.
Because people don't think, and now I have a real life, so we've got to be low status as comics. Well, we can't be above them. We can be same status, but we can't be above them, right? And you've got to sort of retain that somehow. But people know how much we earn, so you can't. And I don't want to pretend. I don't want to go. Oh God, I was on the bus the other day getting a sign on, and you know what I mean? You fucking liar, So I tell the truth. So I tell them a bad experience on a private jet or something.
Yeah.
So I'm still being honest, and they get it. They get whenever I
don't think we necessarily have as clear a sense of what they earn if they were too forthcoming about their private jet use. That said, I did just Google on the other tab Ricky Gervais' net worth. So there's that. Well, Google is telling me it's $170 million. 125 million pounds, 130 million pounds, says one source. And he gave away 2.5 million, so it's roughly 2% of his net worth. That's not nothing. That is not nothing.
talk about my work, they laugh because they know, oh, he's doing that thing he does, right? And the other way I can keep low status or same status, is be worse off than they are in certain aspects. And that's the things I talk about. Getting older, fatter, balder, being stitched up, being, despised by someone, and they're going, oh, he's got problems too. Now, I haven't got real world problems, but I think you're allowed to, I think you've got to be aware of adversity, at least. You've got to acknowledge it. If someone shows you a holiday, the best holiday they ever had, after about an hour, you go, yeah, we get it. It was brilliant. Now, if they say he got pissed again, got dragged off the plane, we were left in the... Come on.
Yeah.
Why?
You move forward in your chair.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to tell them about you've got to tell them about some of the bad days you...
An hour's quite a long time looking at someone's holiday photos, isn't it? Oh, that means I've got to go and do laundry in a minute. Let's go watch the vegan bit first, eh? They're going to get to it.
had. You can win some things, but in general, you've got to tell them, it's the same for me.
How do you feel about, because one of the things you say in the new special is this is you've sort of alluded to it, trying to get more honest every time you go on stage, and I think this is your most honest show to date. One of the things about stand-up is you've got being interesting and saying what you really think, and opening yourself up against the fact that you have a duty to deliver a punchline every however often, right?
That's right.
Those things conflict or can conflict, can't they?
They can.
Do you find it's a bit of a battle because you often you often put out interesting ideas, and you do in this special, and they're going to listen. When you're doing that, you've got a little bit of you've got a short amount of time to do that before you've got to deliver a laugh, right?
Yeah, it's a constraint as opposed to just giving a lecture, basically, isn't it? It has to be structured from one punchline. How am I going to get to the next laugh? How am I going to get to the next laugh? When I wrote my stand-up, I put little smiley faces at the laugh points so as to sort of punctuate it, and then you can see in the text how frequently you anticipate the laugh to be. If there's any, if you read too many lines without a smiley face, you think, okay, I need to have another one in there. Otherwise, it's a long time without the audience doing anything, basically.
it sort of swings around. I sometimes think, particularly at the beginning, I go, there's a long amount of time between finishing the setup and the punchline. So you hone that a bit. But sometimes you don't want to make it too one-linery, because that sort of it damages the integrity of the piece, that it's a confession or it's the truth, or you want to get them along the world. And some people...
Yeah, normally what you want to do, I say this like I'm an expert of it, right? But I've done this. Do you know, I did do stand-up on national television when I was on Come Dine With Me. So pretty much professional comedian. Yeah, my buddy said to me that you can have, it's okay to have an overarching sort of anecdote or story that's going to have a big payoff, but you've got to have on the way like checkpoints, laugh checkpoints, right? So you can confabulate that a little bit to make it work.
People panic after 30 seconds, and I used to. There's some comedians who go, you can't do 30 seconds, 15 seconds. No, and I was going for like a minute, you know. It's also relative to how big that laugh is, because sometimes the setup a little bit longer makes the punchline bigger.
Yeah, you're feeling it. Yeah,
there's the anticipation. You know, and sometimes you realise that the setup was fake, but they don't mind in retrospect. It's a sucker punch. I don't think I go, well, no, the punchline was fake as well. I go, oh, they're annoyed. Also, they're annoyed when they don't get a joke. They go, you said that. I go, no, that's not the joke. The joke is this. And they go, oh, not funny then. They don't go, oh, sorry, didn't get it. No one ever apologises for not getting the joke.
No, and not getting the joke makes people really angry. If they don't find something you said funny,
well, they feel stupid.
Yeah. It's like if somebody watches like a drama thing and they don't like it, they just go, that's not for me. That if they watch comedy they don't like, they go, I want you dead. I want everybody involved dead.
Because they're angry.
It angers me that
But you know what angers them is that other people do find it funny. So they look around going, what?
I've never heard of this phenomenon. God, if people don't like comedy, they hate it. Surely there's all things different people's cups of tea.
Why is that? Why am I not in the...
Well, they're talking about if you actually don't get the joke.
Gang. They question themselves. And the point is, no one does that with food. No one goes, you like that much salt? I don't. No one does that. It's just...
Lads on curries do that to some extent.
Just taste. It's just taste. You can't take it personally.
I've got a present for you.
Oh, really?
It's
Well, I don't know what it is. You got to finish the sentence.
It's a toy for a cat.
Oh, I love that.
It's a cat turntable.
So it can be a little...
It can be a little DJ. I mean, it's not connected to Bluetooth.
Spinderella.
But it's just sort of...
She can be Spinderella.
Yeah.
Pickle can be Spinderella.
And it's got stuff, look at this. Run DOG.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Public Enemy logo with the dog in the target, you know?
Let's have a look.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't do... That's what everything it does. But, it's got like little textures and stuff. I'm really putting the pitch on this.
That's fantastic. That is... I mean, I'm blown away. That is so thoughtful.
Blown away, genuinely.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Holy shit! I mean, what do you get for Ricky Gervais? We've nailed it.
Well, nailed it. Some of them mean something. It's easy, isn't it? There you go. That's lovely. That. Well,
I'm glad you like it.
Is this product placement? Are you getting money for this?
No.
He just made 10 grand giving that to me. Yeah, I got that. He got 10 grand.
Ricky, can you do me a favour? Can you just say you really love it?
I absolutely love this. Thank you.
No, that's a genuine,
lovely.
That's a genuine thing. Which brings me on to your donate. I know you don't want to talk about it.
Yeah. This is
I
the
know
clip.
you're going to be.
Do it. Can you do it within sort of like 30 seconds? Because on Instagram, sometimes the algorithm doesn't like it to.
Well, look, one of the things that we've got in. Are you vegan now? Are you vegan? Yeah. So we've got that in common. And
Base, there you go. That's the mystery solved.
And
I knew that. Yeah, I did know that.
But talk me through this. And the reason I do is because I love animals.
Yeah, of course.
And you you famously do. What's led you to this kind? I mean, it's a massive donation, 1.9 million to animal charities from the Armageddon tour.
Yeah.
And now you're giving 2.4 million. Is that right? From mortality to it's.
Wait, what? Has he done this before? Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Gave 1.9 million in 2023 after a previous tour. Well, that is banging. We need to get animal charity evaluators on this guy's radar. He's in the habit of giving millions to animal charities. That is awesome. So that's over 4 million total.
An incredible amount of money. So
I'm regretting it already. What if my career goes tits up? You can't ask for it back, can you?
No, you can't.
No. That hippo's wearing a fur coat now.
Yeah, 100%.
And a tiara.
They're having such a great life.
Yeah. The pandas are shagging for the first time ever.
Yeah.
You're shagging? Yeah, I didn't have this money before, did I?
Honestly, I cannot stop fucking. I'm in such a great mood.
Yeah.
All it needed was a bit of a spruce up round there, and I am so horny.
I feel
all
I've
the
got
time.
words now. Yes. Yeah.
What do you do? Well, I guess, like, obviously, you've chosen the charities because you feel strongly about them. Did you? What was the origin?
Did you consult animal charity evaluators before? Because that's what you really want to be doing, to be honest. I wonder if that's what he's going to say. What are the odds?
Was the origin like because of your success? You felt like do you feel like you had a moral obligation to do something like that?
I've always done it. It is a moral obligation, isn't it, to be kind to animals and everything else. But I didn't have that much money to give away growing up.
Yeah.
But all you could do is be kind to animals and help them, and you donate little bits, and everyone does that, and that's great. And when you get more money, I think you should give more money. You know what I mean? There's only a certain amount you need.
So that's even more than his net worth's about £125 million. He gave about 4 million total to charity. So it's going to be like 3 or 4% of his net worth. Also, Ricky Gervais doesn't have kids, I'm pretty sure. So I wouldn't be surprised if there is more to come. He's got to run down that 125 million somehow.
The specific reason that I did this now was because I think I did it from humanity, actually. I think the promoter came up with the idea that they were going to sell platinum tickets, okay, which was to stop touts. So touts buy the best 100 seats. They buy them for 30 quid, sell them for 500. So the idea was to not have those for sale, except sell them for 400. So it undermined the touts because they would buy some. It undermined the touts, right? They couldn't buy those tickets. It wasn't worth their risk. A tout's not going to buy 400.
No, it's too much of an outlay.
Yeah, exactly. So you've got about 100 tickets or whatever it is, a gig that have been sold for hundreds of pounds. And I thought, well, I can do that to stop the touts, but I can't pocket it because those people have still paid more to be there. So I said, well, I'll give it to charity. Give the extra cash to charity.
Well, that's kind of wild. This does seem like this is the solution to... I mean, is ticket touting necessarily a bad thing? It's frustrating if you have to pay over the odds for an event that you want to go to. But if they're sold out weeks in advance or sell out really quickly, it's a sign that they are underpriced. So this seems like a totally reasonable response to that. Frankly, I don't think it'd be unreasonable for any artist to be selling their tickets at whatever maximum price that they can get, which is probably much higher than they tend to do if they're consistently selling out, and keeping the money. So I didn't think that he had any more obligation to donate it having done that, but very cool that he did anyways. And very cool that he did this before as well. I didn't know that these both passed me by. This guy's given over 400, over 4 million, not 400 million, over 4 million to animal charities. And I may just find out about it.
So I'm clean. They've paid more, but they would have anyway, because they're only buying platinum tickets if they couldn't have, you know.
Exactly. People willing to pay it, right? It's people paying the touts. Yeah.
Well, they weren't in time, or I've seen that some people buy them first. They go, no, I want that front row seat, and I want it to go to charity.
Yeah, you know that you're doing an amazing thing and having a great night out.
Yeah. So that's why I'll probably keep it next time. No. They think next time they go, oh, he's giving it to charity. I go, didn't say I was. Didn't say I would. He did it the last 4 times.
Yeah.
Didn't say I was doing it the 5th time, did I?
So how long have you been vegan for?
I think 2020.
Right. And how are you finding it? Five
I
years
find
deep.
it pretty easy. Sometimes you're on a plane and even the bread's got milk in it, but that's rare. You do have to plan ahead. Or I take like protein bars with me just in case. But honestly, if you're in control, I think it's easy. And I did it quite gradually. As I say, I went veggie, and then I cut out eggs when I found out about eggs. Then I cut out cheese, which probably was my favourite food.
Cheese is, I mean, I've talked about this endlessly.
Yeah.
I don't believe they've managed to replicate
They're
it.
getting better.
They're really
Good, yes, Ricky. I saw Romesh did a bit about vegan cheese sucks and stuff. My buddy sent it to me, and I said I expect better from him. I think it's okay to do jokes about veganism. Like if you're a vegan comedian, right? It's okay to do jokes about veganism, but it kind of shouldn't be at the expense of veganism, I feel, or vegan products, or it's not very classy to be like dunking on one's own unpopular minority status. It's like selling out the other vegans,
Yeah, I only like the only time I ate cheese. I wasn't a connoisseur, right? But I like.
Not to say you have to lie and say the vegan cheese is great, right? Or there is some great vegan cheese, but it's fine to have your gripes about that. But like, come on, you don't need to be saying that on TV.
Extra strong cheddar, right? On a bread roll or sprinkled on beans on toast.
Yeah.
They've got that. There's a thing called is it Cathedral?
Oh yeah, the vegan cathedral.
It's great.
Yeah.
Once it's done,
That's why I have. Yep.
you don't.
Yeah.
And that's the lot of thing. Once it's cooked or in something, for example, like vegan hot dogs, you can't tell the difference.
No.
It's a hot dog, right? But then it's like the mustard and the ketchup and the bread and the onions, and no one's going, there's no anus in this.
See, that's good. That's a joke. It's about veganism. It's a pro-vegan joke. It's not at the expense of veganism.
They can't really tell the difference.
Yeah.
And there should be so much, basically similar to that joke, right? Where the joke is very, very ridiculous when you think about it, what we're doing to animals. And it's just kind of like a bleak, kind of glib way of expressing that. But it's funny, it's about veganism, but it's not an anti-vegan joke. I like that a lot.
I defy they're so good now that I have a really good plant burger now. And I go, sorry, can I just check? Is this...
I know.
It's
You have to
great.
double
Yeah, I've done that. Yeah, that's true.
check.
It's
right?
great.
Yeah.
I don't even like vegan things being too realistic.
Yeah.
It makes me a bit squeamish.
Yeah.
But they're so good. They've got chicken fillets now. I go, how is that not chicken? But it's great because it's guilt free. It's probably better for you. You have got to be a bit careful. You're not out of the woods. Health wise, you can look at me. I'm still fat.
I think he's. Hey, Romesh about to say the same. I think he's looking in good shape.
You're not fat. You look great.
I think he does.
Just click that up. Just click that up. We don't need anything out. Right. I'll just get this bit on. Oh, shut up, Romesh. Shut up, Romesh, will you? can do a better one. Oh, fuck off.
Do you need Ron to do another one to give you something?
Oh, you could do one. You look great. Do more. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
sure.
throw it away. Yeah.
Look, man, you look great.
I don't know what that was. Let me do it. I'm just trying shit.
Okay, let me go.
Give him a bit more,
No,
maybe.
Ricky, you look great, man.
Weird one. Just in case. Can you use it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's all going
Shit,
in.
really? Fuck. Oh, bollocks. I underestimated you. What the fuck were we talking about? Oh, yeah, V. So there's this amazing documentary. I think it's called Live to 100 Blue Zones.
Right.
And this guy is research. He's basically his whole life has been researching. There's certain areas around the world, he's called blue zones, right? Where people live to like 95, 98, 100, right? And he looked at what they had in common. And it was usually a vegan diet, right? Or an organic diet, right? Because a bad vegan diet is worse than a non-vegan organic.
Because of all the process and
Yeah.
Ultra-processed. Here we go. Ultra-processed plant-based meat alternatives are healthier than meat. I'd be ashamed to fall out now. Wouldn't it be ashamed to fall out?
Yeah. You can still, if you live on nothing but plant burgers, you're probably in trouble, and all these things.
I mean, they've all got 1,000 ingredients in there.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, shut up. Man, it was going so well. Number of ingredients, ultra-processed. It was going so well. Someone needs to tell these guys about the ultra-processed myth and also about animal charity evaluators. And also about Vegan 2.0.
And they've taken out all the goodness. But, you're not eating meat. But so they're usually vegan. They usually live on sort of hilly terrain. It's called steepness. And so the more hills and stairs you have to go up every day, that's really good for you. They don't go to the gym, these people. They haven't got gyms, right?
Yeah.
But they grow their own food. They cook their own thing. They're doing something all the time, right? Things like... They drink. They sit out and they drink wine, but they dance for 2 hours as well. They walk to work. They a sense of community. Loneliness apparently is as big a killer as smoking.
Yeah, I've read this. Yeah.
So they look after their grandparents come and live with them. Out of the fucking question. Listen, I'll eat nuts, but she's not living it.
It's too much. There's only so much.
Luckily, they all died by the time they were all gone by the time I was 14. My grandparents. I only met one. She lived on cheese and crackers. That's where I got it from. So it was in a housecoat, my name.
Really? Yeah.
Said cream crackers, cheese, snuff. I grew up thinking, what's the fuck snuff? She used to take a bit of snuff like that, just two little tobacco, snorting tobacco, my nan. And she liked to gin as well.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Just big bag of meat off her head.
My dad when my dad died about 12 years ago, he was like brought up a Hindu. So what part of the Hindu ceremony after they pass away is after a few days you have their photo up and you light some candles, and in front of the photo you put stuff that they really liked during their life. Right. My dad's thing that he had in front of his photo was a big bowl of...
They choose it themselves before they die.
My mum... You choose it. So this my mum decided for him. It's a big bowl of deep fried mutton curry, right? A bottle of Jack Daniels and 20 Benson.
That's great though, isn't it?
And then they go, it was a heart attack.
That's great. I love that.
How did this happen?
I love that.
Yeah. Well, there's a bit of dunking on red meat from Romesh. That was worth the wait. Hey? I think that was all the vegan content in here, and all they barely spoke about the giving to charity. Hey, I could have known that by looking at the timestamps there. Right, I think I'm going to call it, guys. It's just after midnight for me. Pardon me. Just after midnight here. So I'm going to call it. I'm going to stream again. Who knows when, but probably pretty soon. I've been enjoying streaming lately. Just put out my Veganuary 2.0 video for today. So check that out. I've been doing the shorts. Going to do that every day in January. And I'll do a few more streams as well. But thanks for tuning in, guys. Appreciate you being here. And I'll catch you guys soon. Take it easy. Cheers.